This time on Norfolk Perspectives, we're going to be talking about the zoo, and it's busting out all over with animals and things for you to do. Public Works is going to be talking about a flooding strategy. Yes, there is one. And our post is going to be talking about Crossroads Rec Centers and a whole lot more. Stay tuned for some great stuff right here on Norfolk Perspectives. Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher, and yes, the zoo is busting out all over with attendance, with animals, and new exhibits. And I got Greg Baucom with me, who's the executive director of the Virginia Zoo. How you doing?
Hey, Bob. Great.
And a new person on the sofa. It is so cool. And it's Allison Zahm. Mm-hmm. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
All right. Because when I'm coached on a name, I usually mess it up. So I'm glad I got it right. And your position with the zoo is?
I'm the program animal coordinator. So I have the funnest job at the zoo. I get to play with the animals.
Great. And so you tell the animals exactly what they need to do, and they do it?
Oh, I wish. No, I get to work with the animals that are ambassadors. So they're the ones that go out to see kids at schools. They're the ones that come and meet people on grounds. And then I work with all the people who handle those animals.
Oh, okay. So they're the animal VIPs then.
That's right.
So did you bring any animals today?
We've got a few for you, yeah.
I'm hoping that's what's inside the orange bag. And I know you've been dying, Greg, to let him out.
This is an amazing snake. It's a Honduran milk snake.
All right.
Highly colorful, amazing.
Is he doing okay?
Animal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from Central America.
Oh, that's the head there.
Yeah, yep.
Now, I hate to ask you this, but why is it called a milk snake?
Well, in folklore, they used to think that because
right up your sleeve, they always go there.
They used to think that they used to be on farms to actually drink the milk of the cattle, but they weren't actually there for that purpose. They were there to eat the rodents that are attracted by the cattle and cattle feed. So that's how they got the name milk snake.
I don't know how to, because there's a special way. Oh, that's the head there.
Yeah.
Thought I was grabbing the other end. There's a special way to handle these animals. You don't just pick them up out of a bag, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, you got to know what you're doing. Not everybody can dangle a snake on their wrist like Greg can.
Okay, now, there you go. Such talent you have. Now, when I go over to the zoo, though, there's this natural habitat, and then there's signs saying don't feed them because they're in a tightly controlled environment. And here you are handling a snake.
That's right. Well, there are some animals that we actually raise in the zoo business across the country that are meant to really be handled a lot, be familiar with people and handling and petting, so that we can bring them into our education programs or to show you today. And these animals really, I would say, are ambassadors that create or cement the link between people, children, and animals, so and nature, so that there's a greater stewardship, there's a greater knowledge that's gained, I think, if you actually really get to touch, see, and smell an animal this close.
Now, what would this snake be normally doing if it was out in the wild and you came up to it?
Well, it would probably hide before you see it, but it would be in a kind of a grassland habitat, and even, on farmland in Central America. But it would be going about its business looking for food by day.
Which you are not its food.
Right, right. So it would be, because it is a predator species and a prey species for larger animals, it's always aware of what's going on around it. So it would probably be hiding from you before you even got very close to it.
Okay. Now, where I said you were busting out all over, don't go into song, they're getting a new habitat, aren't they, these guys? Or
our animal ambassadors, yep, we've just renovated a new facility on the opposite end of the zoo from our original facility, which is part of our animal wellness campus, where all of these animals will be housed. We've renovated the indoor area. Now we're going to be creating the outdoor spaces. But eventually you'll be able to take our train ride and drive by that facility and see it is our animal headquarters. There will be graphics there, and we'll also be training some of the animals out front. So visitors will be able to see how we go about training some of the animals that we use in these programs.
Okay, so when he talks about trainings, Allison, what's he talking about? I mean, because you're not talking about getting this guy to do tricks, are you?
No, they're not doing tricks. They're just doing what they would normally do in the wild. But we want kids to be able to see a porcupine climb a tree. We want them to see a fox dig. We want them to see a snake calm and not running away from them. So these animals need a little practice before they go out on the stage.
Okay, now my next question is purely personal. I have a loving, whiny, needy beagle that I can't get off the sofa to go out. So how do you get a porcupine to climb a tree on command?
Well, we use her favorite rewards, and she'll work for us for nuts. That's one of her favorite things, but she also loves Norfolk's crepe myrtle blossoms, and so she'll work for those.
And I've got a few of those I'll be glad to give. But speaking of, would you guys like a soda? Because I got a, oh, wait a minute, this is kind of light. What's in this, or should I ask?
We'll open it up. There's a leopard gecko in there.
That sounds familiar. I think I've... Is this the same guy?
You have met.
Oh, he's precious.
He wanted to come back and see you. Yep, you'll have to pick him up.
I'll have to pick him up?
From the center. Pick him up. It's from the center. They only eat insects, so don't be
okay,
afraid.
So unless he mistakes my forefinger, yuck.
Right, and they don't bite very hard.
Do I have to worry about
at all.
breaking them? He's slimy on the bottom. Oh, isn't he precious? He really is
Answer
precious.
that. Aren't they? But he's not really slimy. He's just very dry.
Oh, that's what it is.
They
It's
have
just...
really granule scales.
on the top, yeah.
Yeah, because they inhabit arid areas that are very dry, and they could really get scratched up otherwise. But they have a tough outer coat.
Is. Okay, now I got to ask you, because do these guys normally, should they see each other?
In the wild, they would never run into each other. They're on totally different continents. But milk snake is a lizard specialist. So maybe not let her get too close. Yeah.
Leave my gecko alone. Okay, now you got something under that blanket too, right?
I do.
Might as well get all three of them out here, and then we will try to stay focused and talk. Now, the new habitat for these guys is next to a brand new building that's going up, right?
That's right. It's part of our Animal Wellness Campus, which is a new veterinary hospital and a diet kitchen that's already broken ground, and it should be up and running about a year from now. And our visitors will be able to actually look into the windows to see diets being prepared, see into the animal treatment and surgery rooms, and all sorts of exciting stuff like that.
See, I'm going to show that I'm just totally ignoring that animal and ask a follow-up question. Again, it's kind of on the training thing. Zero in on that thing, whatever it is. Now I'm distracted completely. I might tell us what that is. What's he doing in your pocket?
I know, looking
for credit cards. This is Vigo, and Vigo is a three-banded armadillo. And this armadillo comes from South America, and he would live in the woodlands and the savannas in South America.
But now, is he in the ultimate defensive mode?
Yeah, this is what armadillos do best. And unlike the nine-banded armadillos that live here in the U.S., he can actually curl all the way up into a ball, and you can see his head and his tail make the first puzzle.
Now, can you get him to open up, or is that something that's very difficult to do?
I guess maybe he's nervous on TV.
Well, a lot of people are, me included.
We'll set him down and see if he opens up in a little bit. And when he does, he really moves really quickly. And what he wants to do
be careful, huh?
Yeah. What he wants to do is dig around. He loves bugs, and he can tear apart rotten logs. He can dig tunnels faster than you'd believe, all in the search of
He's
bugs.
starting to open up that really. He looks like a bowling ball now. But so you mentioned these guys normally in the wild will just kind of go find what they can find, and yet you're setting up a dietary kitchen. So there is still that natural habitat, but healthy behavior, healthy eating.
That's right. We try to build large animal exhibits for our animals that are out in the big exhibits so that they'll be moving around in a natural way. And they do get a good deal of training themselves. Like our orangs or our tigers or lions are trained to present their teeth, their feet, and all parts of their body to our animal keepers so that we can easily examine them should anything come up that concerns us.
Now, elephants breaking out all over, they're kind of redoing, are they helping?
Right. Our elephants, we do have a 10,000-pound resident at the zoo that has learned how to break down trees and poles, and so we are reinforcing our elephant exhibit with steel.
The neighbors appreciate that.
Because she has learned how to break those 14-foot tall pylons that are 20 inches in diameter. So it's kind of become a game for her. So that project should be finished within the next month.
Well, I know that you've got umpteen dozen events going on, but I have a sense that there's a need for a potty break, and we're getting closed out on the segment. But there's a lot of activities going on, and you got a website that kind of directs everybody to those?
That's right. That's virginiazoo.org, and you can learn about our concert and movie series that will be happening later this summer.
Yeah, lots of great stuff. So a lot of events coming up. Zoo Groove's coming up soon?
Yep, August 25th.
Okay, I feel a potty break coming on. Greg and Allison, thanks for coming on again with some of your best friends.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
When we come back, we're going to be talking about how we get prepared for flooding, because yes, it will come. Stay tuned.
pants are long. Do they go on my head? Do they? Do the pants go on my head? No. They go on.
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. Okay, yes, we are flooding, right? Okay, Fleta Jackson, you're a PR specialist. You know how to tell me this. Is Norfolk really flooding?
Norfolk does experience flooding occasionally, and we do have the situations that kind of promote that environment. Being a coastal city, being surrounded by so much water, water's one of the things we celebrate around here, and one of the things that are so much fun about living in Norfolk, but is also occasionally can infringe upon your property lines.
Yeah, because, I mean, let's face it, we get a big, heavy downpour, one of those ones that always come in at rush hour traffic. The big, heavy downpour, Monticello Avenue floods, and people call in and say, did you know Monticello Avenue's flooding? And when we tell them to wait 20 minutes, they get upset. But why is it 20 minutes later it's gone?
Well, Norfolk is fairly flat. We're a coastal community, a coastal city. There's not a lot of elevation in the city. So the water doesn't have the advantage of a lot of gravity and slope to move it fast. When we have those summer downpours, those afternoon showers after it's been 110 degrees in the shade, it does take a while for the stormwater system to allow the water to recede. And it does. It just takes a while for the system to get the water back out. Okay,
this is a very technical demonstration, but we're high budget TV here. You got land here, water here. When it rains, where's the water go?
It has to go overboard. It has to go into the closest body of water. It has to go into.
So how do we get it there?
Well, through a series of pipes and catch basins, sometimes pump stations. We have a large pump station in downtown Norfolk that helps distribute the water overboard when downtown Norfolk experiences large volumes of rain.
So that's rain.
Yes.
Now, got land here. Water was here.
Right.
Water, this is high tech, guys. Water, is it really doing this?
Tides, yes, we are definitely tidally influenced. So on high tides, the stormwater system, the pipes that are underground, can actually contain tidal waters, which also would lessen the capacity of the pipes.
Okay, so when it's doing this, where's the water go from here?
Well, it does still have to go the same route. It either dumps overboard from the street, or it has to go through a pipe system and dump overboard at the outfalls. And you see those large pipes at Ocean View on the beach? Those are the outfalls, and of course stormwater's not treated, and it's dumping everything directly into the closest waterway.
Which is why it's important that we do the right thing in between storms or in between tidals.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
High tech here. Got water doing this.
Yes.
This is the land. Is it really doing this?
Occasionally.
Sinking.
Yes, we do have some land subsidence. And we're dealing with as a city. All the coastal cities up and down the coastlines are. It's not something that's totally unique to Norfolk. Norfolk is being very proactive in looking at it and trying to come up with solutions to mitigate the land subsidence or land sinking and the tides that are rising or occasionally get higher than we would like them to be, so that the city can continue to thrive despite the fact that we get wet sometimes.
Fleta, there was a commercial, real popular commercial for butter, I think it was, when I was growing up, and it says you don't mess with Mother Nature. So how do you go ahead and interrupt this process?
Well, we can, we've got a lot of experts on board to come up with some studies and some solutions. The experts actually are Fugro, and they hail from the Netherlands, which
if anybody knows anything about flooding,
they would know.
Right.
And they certainly have been dealing with it for a long time and have a thriving economy, despite the fact that occasionally water does come over the shoreline. So it's sometimes an engineering solution that is the way to get around the rising tides. Sometimes it can be something as simple as landscaping techniques that a homeowner can use.
You know, and I know I'm getting to learn a lot more about it kind of accidentally. I mean, I was in a community meeting last week where we had people from Stormwater and from the community and some realtors and that about redoing an intersection. And it just seemed like a really simple process of putting some curb and guttering in. But John White got talking about elevation and future projects about overflow. And so even now, a project that might occur in 10, 15 years, they've already got in mind where it should be today. So I'm doing the work, tying it all together. So it's a strategic approach.
Very strategic. We are looking to make the best use of funds that are available, resources that are available.
We're not talking about cheap projects.
They're not. They're not. But they're worthwhile projects, and we want to make sure that they're done correctly and thoughtfully. And I think that's what you were experiencing in that meeting with John White and the other city officials that were there, to make sure that the work we do today has a longevity and fits with the master plan and the strategy.
Now, you kind of hinted there's some things that we can do to, A, keep our waterways clean and safe, but B, get ready for and mitigate and be part of the solution. Is there a place you can go to get more information?
Certainly is. We just launched a new flooding website with the City of Norfolk, so we're excited about that. It was a long process, or well, not too long, but several months with community groups and focus groups, a panel. We even asked area experts. We asked city employees in various departments what they'd like to see in this website. So it was designed with the resident, the businesses, the visitors, anyone that might need information on flood awareness and mitigation and what the city's doing. Also, it's a great place to find out FEMA information about flood insurance, which is something that residents of this area need to be concerned with and think about. It shows the latest maps and flood-prone areas. You can go on there and find out if your home is in a flood zone. And if you need questions answered or help, we have a question and answer section. We're always looking for new questions, so I'd love to have any input from residents or businesses or even visitors that come to the area.
Super. I know that part of the old thinking was to put up a hard seawall. Now there's talking about putting in grasses and do more of a natural connector between the land and water too. So will this give you information if you're a landowner by water of what you can do to maintain those areas?
There are several things that you can do. That would be plantings and landscaping. This site probably will not give you those kind of hard and fast details, but it does link you to other sites to find that information out. The city stormwater site also has a few of those options, because stormwater, not only do we deal with the issue of flooding within the city, we also deal with water quality. So we're always looking for a win-win with solutions that will improve the flooding situation, but also improve the water quality situation of all our rivers.
Okay, Fleet, I got to ask you a personal question, because you mentioned them. You can do a lot of community. In fact, if a civic league or somebody wants to have you all come out and do a presentation, you're available to do that, right?
I'd love to do that, yes.
So how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can get a hold of me through the city, and my direct phone number is 823-4007. It goes directly to my desk. Please give me a call to set it up. I can coordinate whatever topics you want to talk about, and I do work with Public Works, so there are about 11 or 12 departments in Public Works, so we do a lot of keeping the city running in that department.
Now, here's a personal question.
Yes.
You had a really special guy sitting next to you, I think, the last time you were on. How's Stormy doing?
Stormy's doing really well. He was just at Titustown Rec Center with some 5 to 8 year olds learning about water pollution, and we had a great time. We made paper plate fish out of recycled materials.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Felita, thanks for everything that you're doing. Say hello to Stormy for me.
I will.
And thanks for everything that you're doing to bring good information to the community, but also in engaging the community and providing good information back.
Right. Thanks
a lot. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the rec centers and how you can get engaged and how they are engaged in you. Stay tuned.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still. Love. 1 second. I know. Just okay, go, go, go. No.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. We got a lot going on in Norfolk, and guess where a lot of it is right in your own community at the rec centers. And I got Nicole Owens, Division Head for Recreation and Leisure. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Pretty good. You know, I have had the pleasure over the last several months of going to many of the rec centers for community meetings, and I've been amazed from little guys to older people. The rec centers are busy.
Very busy, especially during the summer with the kids being out of school. Almost all of our centers average about 100 kids a day, so which is awesome, between 8:30 in the morning and 5:30 in the evening. So it's been great.
Okay, so you're kind of glad to be in a nice, quiet TV studio for a minute.
Yes, I am.
So how do you maintain calm?
You really don't. It's a lot of, I mean, we want the kids to have a good time, so the programs are structured. They divide up into age groups. And a lot of times you can walk into a rec center in the middle of the day and not even tell that there's a summer program going on. But the kids are still having a great time.
Okay, now the other day I was over at the Norview one, and I got to say the kids were having a blast.
That's one of our busiest. Yeah, that's one of our busiest centers. Not only is there a summer camp going on, but we just opened up a splash pad there, so people from all over the city are coming over to cool off.
Yeah, I'm in a community meeting with the coat and tie on the whole 9 yards, and there's kids out there getting wet. That's not good.
You should have joined them.
Okay, but do me a favor. Let's reel it back. Maybe 8 years ago?
Okay.
What was at that Norview Rec Center?
Well, I'm not sure. I wasn't here 8 years ago.
I know, but it wasn't what was there.
It wasn't there. The Norview Rec Center was just recently built about 3 or 4 years ago. So we're very excited. That's one of our newer centers. It's one of our that's actually our largest center. That center is focusing on teens. So there's a teen wing there, as well as there's actually a really neat camp going on there this summer, Digital Connectors for teenagers, and teaching them about computers, and it's really neat.
Cool. So it's not just about basketball, is it?
No, none of our rec centers are just about basketball. There's educational programs going on, arts and crafts, fee-based classes, fitness rooms. There are programs for youth, seniors, adults, and teens. It's amazing.
Now, I almost made the comment that the Norview Rec Center, and I guess the Lamberts Point Rec Center, are kind of models for where the program's going. But that's not really true either, because we got Crossroads coming in.
Right. That's a totally new thing. Crossroads is an initiative where we have the rec center connected to an elementary school, which is awesome because we have our audience built in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, where is Crossroads?
Crossroads is going to be where the old Crossroads Elementary School was on Old Ocean View Road, 8019 Old Ocean View Road.
Kind of in general, it's between Tidewater Drive and Little Creek where it intersects there, right?
Yes.
Behind Arby's.
Behind Arby's, yes,
yeah,
that's a good one.
I know. I'm going to hear about that one later.
Yes. But we're very excited because the center will be open, our new center will be open on September 4th on the first day of school. So it's perfect, right in time for our before and after school program.
Now, different than some other places, that was actually designed up as a combined facility, right?
Yes, it is. Because it's a before and after school program at that facility, it worked out perfectly. The kids will leave the rec center in the morning and walk right over into the school for the school day to start, and same thing after school, walk right over. And then at 6 o'clock, once our before and after school program is over, it's open for teens and adults. And it's going to be really great because the new Crossroads will have a computer lab, a teen lounge, and a gym, something that the old one didn't have.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Okay.
Okay. We first met in putting together, I guess we met before that, but really met in putting together a community conversation at the Lamberts Point Rec Center.
Yes.
And we were talking about the community around Old Dominion. And I think one of the points that you made was that it's not just the brick and mortar, but it's the relationships that are built.
Definitely. And one of the things that we pride ourselves on is our staff getting to know the partners around their community, not only the citizens that live there, the businesses, the schools. We really believe in building community and getting to know those around us.
So it's not a matter of just offering programs, huh?
No, it's not. We are open for anyone to come in and do things. You'll see that there are programs being offered by nonprofit organizations that come in to do meetings. There are schools that come in, there are PTA meetings, there are athletic associations. So we are definitely there for everyone in the community.
So it's, you know, I think some will say, and many years ago, the midnight basketball thing, just, you know, keep them busy.
Yes.
But you're really using and relying on partners, aren't you?
We do. We know that we can't do it all ourselves. So
wait a minute. You want to say that again?
definitely cannot do it all ourselves.
This is government TV.
Yes, but we rely on our partners.
Okay.
Old Dominion University and Norfolk State University have been tremendous assets to us when it comes to our after-school programs, because they come in and they provide tutors at almost every one of our rec centers. We have students from those universities that come in every day to help kids with their homework. And not only are they helping them increase their grades, but they're building relationships, and they become mentors and like big brothers and sisters to our kids. They're also showing kids that you can go to college. I'm just like you. I come from the same neighborhood you came from, and I went to college. You can do that too. It's awesome.
Cool.
Yes.
I was at one of the rec centers. We had a community conversation on health. And in one of the rec centers, I think we had about 6 people showed up who used the equipment.
Yes.
And they were very excited about the kind of equipment, but they were talking about that relationship that was built between the people using the equipment and helping each other.
It is awesome. Not only do our staff come in and talk, I mean, that's really what a lot of people want when they come to a facility. They build friendships and they talk. You know, they build relationships. Our staff is really good about getting to know everyone that walks in. And then people who come in to use our fitness equipment get to know each other, and they decide to work out together. So it's really neat.
Hey, you know what? You just hit on something, Nicole. I can't tell you how many people from Parks and Rec have been sitting on that sofa trying to get me out of this chair. You may have gotten me in. I can go over there and just talk.
You can.
I don't have to use the equipment?
You don't have to, but, you know, someone's going to coax you into it.
Okay. On that note, thanks for everything that you're doing to really bring the community to the rec center, but more importantly, bring the community together at the rec center.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We want to hear from you, what you'd like to see on TV 48, but more importantly, what's going on in your neighborhood. Give us a holler and let us know what you want to celebrate in 2012. 664-6510. And as usual, it's a wonderful time to be in Norfolk just because of you.